Bonjour mes amis. Today I'd like to share a brief lesson with you all about French vowel sounds. I'm going to share with you the letter and the letter combinations that form those French vowel sounds. Some of them are very distinctive to French. A lot of them are sounds we already have in English. So I'm going to do this by showing you the letter or the letter combination, and giving you an example of how that sound appears in English, and showing you then a French word that uses that vowel sound. All right? Well, let's get started with simply the letter A by itself has the ah sound. Ah. And that's like the A in father. Ah. And French word, bal. Bal. You hear that ah sound? All right, very basic, very simple sound. Let's move on. The next is a letter combination, and as you can see, this vowel sound has a variety of different forms. AM, AN, EN, EM are the most common. Now, M and N are what we call nasal consonants, because it takes a little bit of air going through your nose to be able to say them. Put your finger up to your nose and just along, not up your nose, but alongside your nose, and say the M and the N sound, and you'll feel a vibration. That's because you send air up there when you make those consonant sounds. Well, in French, when you put a vowel in front of a consonant sound, you're going to get what's called a nasal vowel sound. And these sounds are distinctively French. All right? So AM, AN, EN, EM are like the vowel sound in bond before pronouncing the N. Start to say bond, but then stop just before you get to the N. It sounds like this. Bon, That's the sound we're after. Except in French, it's more pronounced, more exaggerated. As in the French word don. Don. All right, notice I don't say the N or the S. Instead, that AN makes that on sound. Don. All right, let's go on. The next letter combination is AU or EAU. And these both have the O sound as in no. All right, so it's a long O sound, as in the word show. Show. All right, simple enough. A very simple sound that we also have in English. All right, the next one. All right, look how many different combinations and spellings this sound has. E by itself, E with an accent grave, E with an accent circonflexe, AI, EI. All of these letters and letter combinations represent the E sound as in net. All right, it's a short E sound, in other words. And the French word that represents this would be belle. Belle. All right, you hear that short E sound? Again, a very common sound that we also have in English. All right, moving on. Here we have the E with the accent aigu. And this, every time you see E with an accent aigu, it's going to make this one sound. It's going to be like the A in rake, a long A sound in English, A. And you see there the word for T, te, te. But you can count on this 100% when you see that E accent aigu, always the A sound. All right, next is the letter combination EU. And this is like the double O in took, So the French word that means game, je, je, Notice it's very explosive. It's a very brief sound. Okay, we don't linger over it. Je, Next, the letter I or the letter Y makes the double E in C. All right, it's that long E sound, E, as in the word fille, fille, E, E. All right. Going on to the next one. All right, we have the letter combination IN or IM. And remember, these are nasal consonants, N and M. So we put a vowel in front of them. We're going to get another one of our nasal vowel sounds. All right? And this is like the vowel sound in band before pronouncing the N. So say the word band, but stop just before you get to the N. And it's going to sound like this. Ban, It's that sound. As in the French word for monkey. Singe, singe, All right? Nasal sounds are fun to make. And also try putting your finger alongside your nose when you say them and see if you can feel the vibration. You should if you're doing it right. Okay? Let's see what's next. Okay? An O that's between consonants. Okay, in English this would be a short O sound. In French, it's somewhere between the short O in hot and the short U sound in hut. All right? Let me say this French word and see if you can hear it. Bol. Bol. It's an sound. Not not but somewhere in between there. Bol. Bol. All right? Next. This is a fun sound, and it's represented by the letters OI in French. Now in English, this is oi, but couldn't be farther from the French sound. All right? OI in French is like the wa sound in watch, the WA in watch. Wa, wa. So when we see OI, wa, as in the French word for me, moi, moi. All right? Let's see what follows. All right. Oh, we have OM or ON, those letter combinations. Again, nasal consonants, vowels before them. We know this is going to be a nasal vowel sound. All right. And it's going to be like the vowel sound in bone before pronouncing the N. So again, say the word bone, but stop just short of saying the N. And it'll come out like bon, on. That's the sound we're looking for. On. As in the word bon, bon. And notice how these nasal vowel sounds in French are very forceful. It's on, un. All right? There's nothing lazy about them. Short and crisp. Okay? Bon. Let's see what's coming. All right, the OU letter combination. Now, in English, this is normally an ow sound. In French, though, not so. It's oo, like the double O in the word to. Oo, oo. And like the word for cabbage in French, chou, chou. All right? Ooh. Simple enough. All right, we're nearing the end. Just a couple more to go. All right, the letter U by itself. Now, the letter U by itself has a sound that we really don't have in English. All right? Let me show that to you. It's a long E sound spoken through rounded lips, and it sounds like this. E. E. When Americans usually begin speaking or trying to make this sound, they usually end up doing the oo sound, but it's not an oo sound. All right? It's E. E. And the best way I can tell you to make this sound is to simply say a long E sound and continue holding that out and round your lips as you say the long E sound. Don't change the sound, just change the shape of your lips. And you'll end up making the right sound. It's like this. E. 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 It takes some practice, but you get used to it. All right? And as in the French word for you, tu, tu, tu. All right? So remember, make a long E sound round your lips, and you'll get there. All right. And the last one. The UM or UN combination, letter combination. Again, nasal consonants, vowel before. We're in for a nasal vowel sound. And this one is like the vowel sound in bun before pronouncing the N. So again, say the word bun, but stop just before the N, and it comes out like bun, and that's the sound you're looking for. Uh. As in the French word for Monday, lundi, lundi, uh. Well, that brings me to the end of this brief lesson on French vowel sounds. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's kind of fun going through some new kinds of sounds. And many of them, as I said, are sounds we already have in English, but a few of them a little bit different and a little bit enjoyable, I must say, to speak. And it's part of what makes the French language so beautiful. So practice up on your French vowel sounds, and who knows, I'll probably see you around. Au revoir, mes amis.